said these ladies can't get it. You know how they get it. They come on the scene and we say, divas, divas, divas. I like the way you walk and divas, divas, divas. I like the way you talk and divas, divas, divas. I like the way you block it, divas, divas, divas. We got the diva doses, doses, doses. 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 We got the diva doses.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Divas Dose podcast show, here where nothing's off topic because everything is definitely up for discussion. I'm one of your gracious, amazing co-hosts, Charnita, or just simply Nita, and I have these other beauties with me.
Peaches with no cream, but baby, you know I got all the tea.
What's up? It's your girl, Mee Mee.
Hey, I'm Renee.
All right, and before we dive in, we'll go ahead and say a quick prayer, and then we're going to hop right on into the topic. Why y'all looking at me like that? Dear, bow your heads, Peaches. Dear Heavenly Father, we humbly come to you, thanking you for traveling grace to and from our destinations. And we ask that you bless this union of 4 mics, 4 voices in one space. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. You like that? That was smooth, huh, Peaches?
She did it, Baboski.
All right, so without further ado, tonight's topic is who can live with you and why? And what are the consequences? Did I say
Consequences.
Consequences.
I was getting it.
Y'all, that Tito's
Consequences
kicking
and why.
in.
Oh, wow. What is Tito's, baby?
Tito's, whatever you want to say.
Okay, who can live with you and why? And what are the consequences?
Nobody.
Nobody, baby.
Nobody, baby.
So you saying?
Nobody. Even when I get married, he need to have his own little spot. My husband need to have his own place. I'm going to have my own place, and we're going to date, and he's going to have a key to my house. I'm going to have the key to his house. No, ain't nobody living with me.
Okay, no, but hold
I
on.
like peace.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Lord.
Wait a minute.
But you're waiting all this time for your eagle, and then you don't want him to live with you.
You don't want him to live with you?
No.
But y'all, it doesn't have to be a significant other or a boyfriend or girlfriend. Right. It could be family members.
Can't live with me.
Yes, but in her instance, she said...
My children can't live with me. Friends can't live with me. If you need somewhere to go, I will get you a room for the night.
Wait a minute. So if your son lost his house in a house fire, and he lost everything, he couldn't come live with you?
That's an extreme circumstance.
No, but you just said no.
No.
So he couldn't?
No.
Even under extreme...
Even with the babies?
They can come.
But even under extreme circumstances?
That's an extreme circumstance. And and they have house insurance. The house insurance will provide them with money to go get a hotel until their house is ready.
Do they have house insurance or
renters? Homeowners, renters.
She like, whatever, they got insurance.
But let me tell you something. It's easy for people to get in, but it's hard to get them out. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't play all that. Well,
baby.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever had an experience, good or bad, with that?
When people live with me, they always bad.
Oh, wow.
Every last
one of them was bad. I didn't have friends come and live with me that had children that broke windows in my house and ate my food that I got from the restaurant, my leftovers. I came home, they had took a bite out of my pork chop.
Oh, wow.
And that just tore a hole.
It just tore a hole in my soul. I didn't have people come and live with me and brought their critters with them, all the roaches, and then told me that the roaches was there before they got there.
Ooh.
But Peaches, they might have been.
Baby, let me tell you something about me, sugar. I don't keep no nasty house. Anybody
that
know me know I don't keep no nasty house. I don't have roaches.
Peaches, I think it's just easy for you to say that until something happens.
Like what?
Especially with your son and your grandkids.
Oh, my grandbabies, they can always come.
Girl.
But see, my son gonna make a way because he know me and him don't get along under the same roof anyway, child.
But I'm just saying, so you're gonna take the grandbabies, so you're gonna be responsible for the grandbabies.
Absolutely, I will be because those are my babies at the end of the day.
Okay. So you can't say to nobody, just your grandbabies can come.
Yes, my children. Yes, absolutely. But that grown girl that's 22 years old and that grown man that's 28 years old, Now, I go get you a little room, sugar, and we can go, half on something, but you can't come here because everybody live different.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
And then let me tell you something. When I have my grandkids by myself, They good, but when they parents there, they like they don't know what's going on. I gotta remind them, I will beat the hell out of you with your parents here.
Oh, wow.
I will beat you.
So it's safe to say you're an empty nester.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. That's
Okay.
why I say, even when I get married, baby, keep your own
So
little
all your
spot.
experiences have been bad.
They have been horrible.
Horrible. Okay.
Horrible.
So I'm gonna
Deplorable.
go on to Mee Mee. What about you, Mee Mee? Oh wow. Silence. Let's go.
So my mom stays with me, and my nieces and my nephews stay with me because situationship with my sister, her kids being taken from her.
Okay.
And my mom came with the package with the kids.
Okay.
Has it been challenging? Of course it is. You different with different personalities. There's a lot of women in the house. And then I still have 2 kids in the house.
So a lot of cheese and not enough Indians. Sound like it with a lot of women. No, it's
I want to say it like that, but I mean, I do hold family meetings on a regular.
Okay, which is good.
That's
yes,
good.
I do. If there's an issue, I kind of let them know, like, hey, let me remind y'all, we are family, and you have to respect boundaries, and there's boundaries in place for a reason, and you have to respect one another. And when there's a lot of women in the house, what happens? What's the most room when you got a lot of women in the house that they use the most?
Bathroom. Yeah. So it's a lot of estrogen.
It's a lot of estrogen flowing. So I am the mediator. So let's just say that. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. And I'll tell anybody, it's not easy.
Okay.
It's not for the weak.
It's not.
Renee must got
Your peace is not gonna be what your peace was before.
No.
You'll probably find yourself being more outside your house than in your house.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
So, but at the end of the day, that's my mother, and
of course,
my responsibility is for my mother, and because she came with a package, then that comes as an all-inclusive package, and I understand.
And it would be safe to say, I guess, that if you had a choice, I know it's your family, but if you had a choice of living with them or living by yourself, you would check the box of what? I mean, just being honest.
I would live with my mother and my children.
No. I say living with them, your mother and the parents.
Oh, no. Well, I honestly, like, I would live with my mother because
that's not the question.
She come as a package, so she's saying with the package.
No, I would. So let me just say, I made that choice.
Okay, sure.
I made that choice because
so hers
at
is
the end of the day, God willing, I will outlive my mother, God willing, and I would rather spend those days with my mother that she has left than to not.
Yeah,
because my mother is older.
And I can understand that, but that's God's willing. But God's willing is not always.
Now, don't get me wrong. I thought about paying that rent over there and go get me something else. So don't get me wrong.
It can be a bit much. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very challenging.
Yeah, not with my mother, but just the other personalities and stuff.
Okay.
But,
all right. Well, kudos to you. I mean, for taking on all that.
No, I love my mother dearly. My mother.
As well as you should.
When I was younger and I was going from mom to dad, she always opened the door for me, and she was always there when I needed her. Even the summers that my kids would go out to her house, and she stayed in Louisiana, they would go every summer for the whole summer.
Okay.
So it's only right that I do right by her, because
absolutely,
she gave me those breaks when I needed it.
Yeah.
So,
well, kudos to mom. Whoop, whoop. All right, Renee, you was over here testifying a little bit, girl. Did I hear a little testifying in your comments,
baby?
Renee say, baby.
So going forward, it will be a no for me.
Let's just make that clear.
No for me.
Let's just make that
It will be an absolute no for me, because I have been there, done that multiple times.
In extreme circumstances.
Not just multiple times.
So you're putting your foot down and saying you got to figure it out.
You have to figure it out, because this last time, I think it was about a year,
I don't blame her.
and I had 2 of my daughters and their children. And it was very challenging.
Yeah.
You don't have peace anymore. There's no quiet.
No privacy.
And I like my house a certain way.
That's what Peaches just said.
And that's out the door. That is out the door.
Yeah.
Right now, we are in cleanup and repair mode. Because they just one moved out about 2 weeks ago, and the other one, it ain't been a week yet.
And you still discovering stuff that was broke that you didn't know about, huh?
Or finding things that was hidden.
Yeah.
Or damages.
Under the bed.
Or damages.
So it's
Where
like,
does bowl of cereal come from?
And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I can't do it anymore because my peace is my priority. And when you don't care about my peace, what you want me to do?
Yes.
You don't care about my peace.
Yeah.
You're not following the rules I've set.
Yeah.
This is my house, not yours. I'm helping you out. You're not helping me.
Yeah. Wow.
And
You
it's
said a
just like
mouthful.
things,
she did.
things that you that I would say would go in one ear, not the other.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So do you feel like your children felt like they were entitled?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Absolutely. Because
Whoa.
y'all know I have been in between jobs over a year now. I was still paying for things for them.
That's why I say you're putting your foot down and you let them know, like,
in that,
Yeah.
it was still, Mama, can you? Mama, will you? And it was like, well, these are my children. I'm trying to help them get to, a certain place or whatever so they can move and stay gone. Because this is not the first time. It's been like a
cycle.
Yeah, it's been like a cycle. And it's like, I've told my husband, it's like, okay, they're taking advantage of us now.
And so let me ask you a question. So, because, I have been in a situation like that. Let me ask you a question. So, my thought process is, and tell me if your thought process is the same thing. If I figured it out, why can't you?
Baby.
Because they're not built like us. They're not
But
built
you
like
have
us.
to, you have to really want a thing to do a thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I tell my oldest daughter all the time, because I found I would find her saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. I say, yes, you can.
Yes, you can. You got to believe
Yes,
in
you can.
yourself. Yeah.
And you know how I know you can? Because I was you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I had you.
Yeah.
You're my
I was
offspring, yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pose the same question.
So
that
you
Nina
can do
posed
it.
Posed to me to you. Extreme circumstances. They living somewhere in the house burned down. Would you?
I can't do it anymore. God forgive me, but I cannot do it anymore.
Even with this, they ain't got nowhere to go, and they got.
I've
the
done
babies.
it. I've done my part,
Not
and
even
I've
the
done.
babies can't come.
I've done enough.
She's saying
Wow.
no.
She say, see, at least I said my
I
babies
know,
can't
I have
but
done
here's
enough.
the thing. She's just
It's-
putting,
They say enough
she's
is
putting
enough.
it's
down
hard.
she's putting down her foot and her boundaries. You
I've
have
done
to.
enough.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And it's just like I said, it's not it wasn't the first time.
Yeah,
Right.
for
It's been
sure.
a repeating cycle.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I'm enabling them.
Yeah, and that's why I say, and I think the other thing, I don't know if you dealt with this, but I know one of the things that I dealt with when my daughter stayed with me was, these are my kids. I tell them what to do. I'm the parent,
Oh no.
and you know what I mean. Like,
Oh, okay.
so I'm living in your house, but these are my boundaries. These are my standards. This is how I choose to live. And but you're not understanding that they came into someone else's house.
That's right, and I have a trick for that.
And the other thing is, not only that, I'm the one that's paying the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure right. What they call you, Gigi or Granny?
Whoa.
Well, then
would-
they call me Grandma Mee Mee.
Grandma Mimi?
Whoa.
I mean, honestly speaking, though, I can't say, like, make the statement, Renee. My grandbabies are always welcome in my house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Girl,
Yes.
I will watch them, but I just can't.
And I think, and
I can't.
and I mean, I don't.
She raised her children.
Yeah, I don't blame her though.
I'm tired, y'all.
Yeah.
I had my first child at 16.
Okay.
And I've been
Yes.
taking care of somebody ever since I was 16.
I got you.
Whoa,
When do I get a break?
Whoa.
Yeah, you say
And
you
then I
raised them.
give.
And that's not
Yeah.
selfish.
I
And that's how I
help.
feel like as a grandmother.
That's not
Let me
selfish.
choose to
Come
be what
on.
kind of grandmother I
But
want
see,
to
most
be.
people would feel like that's selfish. Me,
It's
you
not
I
selfish.
definitely don't
Right.
think it's selfish, Renee. Not
I
at
have
all.
done a lot.
Yeah, not at
I
all.
have done a lot for all of my children
Yes, you have.
because they needed the help
That's right.
and I was able to give it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
But at some point, you have to be like, I'm XYZ years old. When am I going to stop leaning on somebody else and stand on my own 2 feet?
Yeah.
And I say that because I moved out of my mama house where I live with my grandmother. My grandmother raised me at 17.
Me too, baby.
And that's why
At
that's
17.
why I made the
So you've been
statement.
grown
If
for a
I can
long
do
time.
it,
Yes.
if I can do it, why can't you?
You can do.
Yep.
Anybody can do anything that they want if they put their mind to it. I know that their life has ebbs and flows,
Yeah.
and things happen.
Yes.
But at some point, you have to make it up in your mind. This is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to do. Especially when you have children.
Yep. That's
Your
why you gotta
children
make
are
that
your
sacrifice,
main
baby.
priority, and every decision that you make, needs to be based on those kids.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Amen,
for
baby.
me
Say
going
it.
forward, no.
It's a big
Yeah, and
about you,
I think
Nita?
I look at it like that too, because I'll be like, like I have 4 girls, and I tell my 19-year-old, hey, sorry, time for you to get on a horse and do what you do, because it's no longer my job to take care of you. You now have to. I'm paying for you to live. I'm paying for your cell phone. I'm helping you with your car insurance. You got to figure out your way. You got to pay your car note. You got to go out there and get it just like I did.
Yeah.
You don't have time to say, oh, I can't figure it out. No, you need to get a job, and then while you have a job, figure it out while you have your job.
Yes.
Because I only have one more.
Yeah. Exactly.
And now I can fend for me in that one more. But you want me to fend for you, and you're grown, but you're still running up and down the street doing what it is that you want to do, but you're living in my household.
Yes.
You're not grown because you're still being codependent.
Yes.
What you think, Nita? Yours can come back, or what you think?
Well, my situation is different, I believe, because I have my 30 plus at home with me. And he's at home only because my husband passed away. So I actually wanted him to come back home for moral support.
Okay, that's
so he did that. He stayed even though he stayed 10 minutes up the road from me. But he's been at home going on 3 years now.
Well, that's different,
And
because
so
he's not there.
But he's a boy too, though.
Yeah, and the thing is, we live kind of like roommates.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't bother me, I don't bother him.
Yeah.
You know,
And I think that's the difference. He's a boy.
too.
And it's a
And
difference
he doesn't
when
have any kids.
he contributes financially.
He does.
And he's
That
not
makes
there
a difference.
just because.
And no, he does.
Yeah.
He's very
He's
independent
working
and
and all that, right?
responsible.
Yeah.
He's very independent.
See,
and
that's a
responsible.
different situation
Yeah.
too. So
That's totally different.
if it had been where they were there and they were all contributing equally,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Renee.
and the kids were under control, not tearing up things and stuff like that, it would be different.
And see, if he had kids and had to come back with them, I don't know how I would feel about that.
Now, what about your daughter? Because I know you have a daughter. Like,
Well,
what if she fell on hard times and her boyfriend have to come now?
My daughter left right after she graduated. Hasn't been back since. That's been about 2 years.
And what if she fell on hard times? Her and her boyfriend, they can't
She
pay the
can
rent.
come back if she don't have any kids.
So she got kids.
So,
she can't
so
come?
what makes the difference with
what's
the
to make the
kids?
difference with the children? You don't want the children.
Anybody that knows Charnita knows I don't deal with babies.
Well, what kind of
What
shit?
kind of grandmother you gonna be?
Yeah, what kind of grandmama you gonna be?
Probably won't be a good one because take your baby on your hip with you.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Now I've been the granny now. Now I've watched the grandkids
No,
and
I love
kept
my
on and
grandbabies.
took them here and there.
I ain't gonna lie. I love
Girl,
my grandbabies. I love my grandbabies.
Sometimes I think I'm just over it.
I have done
Those are
things.
not your children. You can't tell nobody to do with their children.
Since they have been
I don't play that.
Since they have been 12 to 15 years old, I have let them know I am not a rocking granny. If you want to make babies, you go out there and do them on your own, but don't break. They are not allowed in here.
Girl, you a real pretty.
What do you mean not allowed? You are gonna do you do grandmother
what kind of
things.
shit? So you're not gonna never keep your grandchildren? They're not gonna never get to know you? You don't want no relationship with your grandchildren?
Yeah, that's kind of
No.
fucked up.
That is kind of fucked up.
That's kind of selfish.
I don't believe that.
Girl.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe she won't do nothing, but I believe she'll do some things. But I don't believe it'll be a whole lot. It won't be a whole lot.
So in other words, you're gonna send them home. You're gonna take care of them, but you're gonna send them home.
Yeah, I'll be like,
They can't even spend a night.
For a couple hours, and then be like, okay,
You
come
not
get your
even
baby.
taking them to birthday parties?
no, I didn't raise my kids.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I love that littlest one. Well,
I love my
the
babies.
grandson.
And that's the thing, you should. I'm not knocking that, but I
You seen
just...
the Easter
She's saying
party
for her.
I gave. Didn't you come to the Easter?
It was nice, very grand and nice. I loved it. It was amazing. But for me...
If I would have had the Easter party and you had your grandchildren, you would have brought them to the Easter parties?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I don't do that.
Girl, sometimes it be a lot.
That is
But
not
I
my
do keep them.
responsibility.
It's not your responsibility, but those are your babies.
Those are your her and his
You
babies.
still, to me, as a
please.
grandmother, there's still certain things that you
things
need
you
to
do.
instill into your
Baby.
grandchildren.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
And there's moments
Here's
that
the thing. How you doing, grandbaby? Where you been? Granny,
Oh,
so
hell
good
no.
to see you.
Uh-uh.
Have a good one.
Babe, my grandbabies come
Nah,
to the house.
I
honey,
gotta
they
believe that you lying on this
I know
one.
she
That's
lying
too
on
much
that.
now.
Mine kick their shoes off, baby, and go get in the bed, honey. And when they there and their parents there, their parents don't say shit to me when I'm disciplining
Look at
them.
me. I'm looking at the camera and I'm talking to my kids.
Don't have no kids.
Don't have
Don't
no
have
kids.
no
Dang.
babies.
That's a damn
well,
shame.
grandbaby, look at me.
Because I am not that
Grandma loves you,
grandmother.
baby.
She is not I,
baby,
and I
mine's
is
no.
not she.
Girl. Now
Shit.
I do it. I pack them up. We go to the movies. I spend 100,
that's a
150
beautiful
because they
thing.
be
Because
that's what
I let them get what they want to get. I let them buy what they want to
I
get.
don't care.
So I do all of that.
No.
But I just don't want them to live with me no more.
It's not their obligation.
Well, you
to
know
take
what?
care of
And
me.
here's the funny thing. I do think if their parents aren't around, they're different children.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
that
You know
is
what?
true.
But their parents, for some reason, children feel like there are certain things I don't like the way my parents raised me, so I'm not gonna raise my children like that, and I'm not gonna let you raise my children like that. Not understanding that if you look at yourself in the mirror, you didn't turn out to be a bad
Right.
kid.
Yeah.
Right. You didn't know. Yeah, because mine have a certain time to go to bed. My son be like, they be in the bed at 10 o'clock. I say, you goddamn right. I said, I don't play that no 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Shit, it's time to get your
Baby.
ass in the goddamn bed and get off that laptop, that whatever
That
damn-
game.
that game or whatever.
Structure.
Baby, and children like structure.
They do. And
They
it's,
do.
It's
They
healthy
do.
for 'em.
They do. So that's
Yeah.
why I say if my son, or, you know, and if my niece, if she ever have any children, if they get, baby, go on, leave my children here and you go on about your business.
So I want to.
So it's a beautiful thing to be a grandma. Sound like.
It is.
It is a
really
beautiful
is.
thing.
It's a different kind of
is.
love.
It is.
Yes.
It's a different
It
kind of
is.
love.
It definitely is.
I don't know. Maybe
I want to
maybe
tell you.
when I get to that point.
Yeah.
But as of right
Well,
now,
you're
it's
still young.
it's
You're
a
not.
neg-
You're
it's
still
a
not ready to be a grandmother. You're still
It's
young.
a negative
baby.
no for
Because
me.
baby, if that daughter of yours come with a baby, let me tell you, you gonna fall in love.
if she
Don't
come,
let it be a boy.
If she come with a baby, she already know. We
I
had
think-
that talk.
I think
She
Nita's
already
partial to
knows.
boys.
I think she
we,
partial to boys too.
Yeah.
She partial
we
to
have
boys.
had that talk, baby. She already
So you
knows.
done told your daughter,
She already
don't bring them here.
She already
What kind of
knows.
bullshit is
we
that?
had
Nita,
that
that's kind of
talk.
hurtful.
How is that hurtful?
Well, when they used to it, they already know. My mama said,
I mean, hell,
They
my
know what
grandmama
it
didn't have
is.
nothing to do with us. That's
If
why
they know what it
Thanksgiving,
is.
When
Yeah,
she
that's
was
fine.
when she was like, you don't even call me. I said, you never kept me. Told her straight like that. I sure did, and you never kept me. So what I'm calling you
Oh,
for?
well, Lord, we're going to pray over that family curse right now. Like,
Am I lying?
in Jesus' name, remove that family curse right now.
See, and it's on her. You see what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
my Lord.
It's on her.
Yeah,
See what I'm
yeah.
talking about? And that curse on her
Yeah.
ass.
Oh,
I
that's
sure
not
did.
okay.
I sure did. Yes,
I'm
it
not
is.
gonna
You
treat
just
them
said
bad.
you're not. No,
I'm
grandma
not
never.
gonna
You know,
treat them
she didn't do
bad.
that. But don't come at me now that you older talking about. You know, you don't even call me. Well, honey, you never kept me.
I'm not
My
gonna treat
Lord.
them bad.
And that's what your children.
But ain't
do.
nothing wrong with it. I mean, you got to hold that mirror to their face
But am
sometimes.
I gonna be a live-in babysitter? No.
Oh, no.
And see, as
We're
a
not
grandmother-
saying that.
Well, hold on.
You're
saying
not gonna
that.
guilt trip me into keeping
No,
something you
first
laid
of all-
down and spread your
No,
legs.
first
and
of all,
all that.
Nita,
That's not what we're saying.
That's
what
not
we're
what we're
saying.
saying. As a grandmother, that's why you heard me make the statement. I get to be the type of grandmother I want to be.
That's right.
You get to choose.
You get to choose
when
When
you
I
want to
wanna
keep
keep
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my
Yeah.
son tried to run that guilt trip. I mean, he was like, you know, most grandmamas get their grandkids
That's what
every
I'm saying.
weekend
Well,
because,
Girl, no.
because mama.
I be
he called-
gone
he used
every
to- he used to
weekend.
call
I'ma
his
keep
grandmama
them.
Mama. He said, because mama used to get me every weekend. I said, well, baby, let me tell you something. First time I'm not grandmama, I'm a
Yes,
Gigi. And I get them when I want to.
Yeah.
I didn't raise my children. I'm not going to be
Yeah.
stuck in no house every
Yes.
weekend
Yeah.
keeping no goddamn children.
Yes.
That's
Well,
it.
and I think
Love
too,
them.
like when they're young, it's a little bit more of a task. But when they get older and they can
child, who
walk
you telling?
and they can talk, I
Yeah,
think it's
honey.
easier.
Yeah.
Because, baby, when they
It's
2 and
easier
3,
because now
shit.
it's not so much responsibility. You know what I mean? Like because I have a young child for me anyway, so I'm always doing stuff. So
Yeah.
it's nothing for me to say, "Come on, grandbaby," But when they're little and you got to change pamper, you got to
Yeah.
fix the bottle. It's a lot of responsibility.
Well,
I mean,
Nita ain't doing none of this shit.
Oh no.
but I digress for a moment. So I want to get back on Peach's situation where she said she gets married that
They're gonna live
She-
separately.
Absolutely.
Oh, so that goes back to who can live with you, why, and the consequences. So your husband will not be able to live with you. your legally wedded husband will not be able to live with
It's
you
people
as his
do
legally
it.
wedded wife.
So what y'all gonna do? He gonna stay over there a week and then you gotta go?
We have an understanding. Before we even get married, that's gonna be understood. And if he don't want to do it, that's fine.
So you're not gonna marry him?
Nope. Because he
It's
don't want to
people
do
that
it.
now I see people
And I think it makes
do
for
it
a
when they
better
live in different
relationship.
cities. When
No,
they,
we could. I mean, he can have a house across the street. No. Because I'm gonna get on your nerves. You gonna get on my nerves.
but do you think that there's a modern man out there
Absolutely,
willing?
it's somebody willing to do that. I do believe that there is somebody that think exactly how I think that will do it. Yes, I do. I think sometimes when you live together, it's too much. You need a break. Unless we got a big house and there's an outhouse, and he can go out there and stay in that outhouse and come in for breakfast.
Oh,
when
why
I
he
cook
gotta
it.
go stay in our house?
And I
Why
cook
can't
for
be
him.
you?
I'm not staying in no
Not
outhouse.
not an outhouse, a guest house.
Well, whatever you want to call it.
Because the
It's gonna be like
outhouse is a bathroom.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be a 1-bedroom little house and all that kind of stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, and when it's time to eat, he come over to the main house.
He just
and eat.
stop.
So the man gonna be a slave?
He's not a slave.
Well,
Why
you
would
just
call him
said
a slave?
when
Renee,
it's
we
time
gonna
to
call
eat,
him
it's
Cooper.
time
to the main
You
house.
just said he coming to the main
Yes,
house. So he coming
because
to
he
Renee,
he's
he
coming
gonna
to the
be
big
calling
house,
him
master.
Cooper.
Baby.
Well, whatever.
So he's
And when he
coming to
ready
the
to
big
get it,
house,
just come on and
master.
creep in like a thief at night and get it, honey, and go on home. Just come in and take it and just get on home like a thief in the night. Come through the window.
Let me ask you a question.
What you want to ask?
Are you
That man does not
no,
exist.
I gotta ask this question after hearing this.
Go ahead.
Do you feel like you're worthy of love?
Oh my
Absolutely.
goodness. Why you ask that?
Yeah, why she would ask something
Well,
like that?
because of the non-traditional method.
What's wrong
Well,
with that?
I'm not mad at the non-traditional aspect of it. I'm not. But for you, because you say you want your ego. I find it very
Difficult.
odd to believe that that's what you want.
That is
because
what I want.
you want your ego.
I'm not even having a traditional wedding, honey. Come on to Papacitos. We gonna have.
Well, we're not
all
talking
the-
about a wedding.
Yeah,
we're talking about a
the
life.
marriage.
That's non-traditional. You got people that do that. You
No,
have
we're not.
people
We're
that
not.
do
We're
that.
not saying.
We're
not talking about everyone else. We're talking about
me.
Peaches.
Exactly.
And so what we're saying to you is that we've been doing this for over a year,
And y'all been living with y'all husbands.
I got a roommate, so I'm gonna make it very clear.
Well, he's still your
No. So
and I guarantee if he's living somewhere else, y'all won't be going through the problems y'all was going to because he's going to be getting on your goddamn nerves.
Let me just say this.
Wait a minute.
Let me just say this. Peaches don't know my situation.
I don't.
So even if he did live in the house or he did live in the house, we wouldn't be together because I don't deal with certain bullshit. Let me just say that right now.
So if he wasn't living in the house, you wouldn't be dealing with certain bullshit.
No, yeah, I would.
Because you wouldn't know about the bullshit.
Yeah, I
No,
would.
you wouldn't, because you wouldn't know about the bullshit.
Yes,
How
I
would you
would.
know about it?
I'm not gonna tell that man's personal business.
How would you know
publicly.
about it? Somebody be reporting? Or
I would
you
know
be
because
looking?
it's affected me directly.
No, I said if he was living in a different household.
He still has to provide for me.
Okay, he provides, but he living in another household.
So if he has a problem providing for me while I'm in the house, he damn sure gonna have a problem
baby,
outside the house.
He be outside the house.
Exactly. And
so why he not outside the house?
Oh,
I'm not going to
you
go
looking
into.
at me, but this the
I'm not going to go into that man's personal business because it's not my business to tell his business.
Thus, the reason why y'all should be living apart and y'all
we do live apart.
Upstairs,
I did
downstairs.
me. We do. I did me.
My goodness.
So how is that any different than what I'm talking about? Somebody living in a separate household.
We're not saying there's anything wrong with
I
that.
ain't gonna love him. Ain't nothing wrong with him living across the street.
He not gonna live across the street.
Where he gonna be living at?
You got an empty house next to you where he live? Where you live at now?
So both of y'all moving.
She said he gonna be in the guest house and he can come to the big
So much
house.
she gonna move into a bigger
She's
house?
gonna have to move. If you get married,
You are, 'cause
you're
ain't no
gonna
house
have to
next to you.
move because you want him across the street.
Have sex with you.
Who ain't gonna have sex with me? But
What?
he gonna
I
be
didn't say that.
Oh,
I thought that was what she said. I'm
who
sorry.
said that? You know damn well I done said, honey, because he gonna be creeping through the window like a thief at the
Babe.
night.
I'm just saying,
Baby.
Peaches.
What? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm
It's
not
nothing wrong
saying
with
that there's
non-traditional
nothing wrong with
marriage.
it. But what we're saying is, based upon the conversations that we have had with you,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
we don't feel as though that would probably be something that you would be able to sustain.
Me?
Yeah.
And why do you think that?
Because you like your booty rub.
I do. And when I call him and say I need you to come over tonight and rub my booty,
And what if he says, I'm tired?
What if he say not tonight?
and I would say, well, I'll be on my way.
What you on your way?
And what if he says
To his house.
And what if he says, I don't want no company tonight?
Well, that's fine. He don't feel like no company because it's gonna be times when I say I don't want no company.
Baby. Well, just stay single.
I'll give it 6 months.
I ain't staying no single.
I'll give it 6
Just
months.
stay single.
Wow.
Well,
That sounds like a single thing
that's
to
not
me.
a single thing. It is
Because
a marriage
if y'all
thing.
saying he across the street, not tonight, no visitors.
Because guess what?
may be
Because
tired
guess
from
what? You do
working.
that when you live together.
So what?
You
gonna
say
go
that when you live together.
Yeah, but at least
not
you
tonight.
seeing them every day.
I don't need to see you every day.
Oh, girl, no.
I don't need to see
Well,
you
you
every day.
just had a partner.
Ain't that what marriage is? A partnership?
No, not
It's
to
different.
everybody.
It's a little different.
not a
I think.
partnership?
Some,
It
but
is.
not
And
Not
that's
for
why the
everybody.
divorce rate is high because y'all
No,
married
that-
for love
that
and
is
love
not-
dies out.
Oh,
So you're
my
not gonna marry for
goodness.
love?
No,
Oh,
Ooh.
I
So
want a
that
partner.
goes back to my
I want a
question.
partner.
You don't feel like you're worthy of love.
I want a partner.
That goes back to my question,
And love is
Peaches.
an action. I don't need nobody telling me that they love me.
is a temporary emotion.
No,
I'm
love is an action. I
I
don't need
should have
nobody
had a
telling me
drink.
that they love me. I don't need you telling me you love
So
me.
listen, so let me just say
I don't
this.
need to- I don't need to
In
say that.
everything that I have been through,
Mhm.
in everything that I've been through, I still think that love is the most beautiful thing you could
It
ever
is
have.
very
As long as
beautiful.
they showing you.
Let me tell you
Motherfucker can
something.
tell you all day long that they
When you
love
get
you.
to our age, you learn to love yourself so much to where you don't rely on someone else to make you happy.
That
Or
part.
love you. They become a part of the contribution.
Exactly.
That part.
So you don't need nobody to tell you that they love you because you already love yourself.
But the
do.
point is, I love love.
And you still
Love
want
heals.
companionship.
Well, honey, we know that you are. What you call her?
I'm
Hopeless
Hopeless romantic.
I'm not a hopeless romantic. Okay, maybe a little bit.
Girl.
But I still would risk it.
So all they gotta do is
I
love
would.
bomb you. Mee Mee, I love
Oh,
you.
my
No,
goodness.
that's no.
Baby, I love you.
No,
I
no.
love you so
No, no.
much. I bet you
No,
that
no.
man that live with you tell you he love you.
No, we don't, and I don't tell him. As a matter of fact, I will make this statement. When I did tell him, he said, "Why you use that word so much?"
Because you don't show it.
No, you a motherfucking
That's
liar.
why he said that,
No.
because you don't
No,
show
he
it.
said-
How do you show him
No,
you love him? How do you
It's
show?
not my when
not
in
your
the
what?
beginning. In the beginning,
no,
I did.
we talking about now.
Fuck no, because I don't love him. I mean, let's just be square business. I don't love him.
And you wasn't showing him then when
No,
he
you a
asked you that.
motherfucking lie.
How
You's
was
a
you
lie.
showing him?
That's between me and him.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause she ain't got no friends.
Everybody does they love and you a
It's
lie.
different.
It's different. And he feels it. That's why he's stuck.
Ooh. Sprinkle, Peaches.
Goddamn sprinkle.
Shit, that's why
She
his
say what
ass
she
is
wanna
stuck now.
say. Now you need to put the Tito's down.
Nuh-uh. Ain't nothing delusional about me, baby. I'm telling you some real shit.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you some real shit.
Sprinkle,
My.
ladies. Sprinkle.
So I'm just,
sprinkle,
I mean, that's
sprinkle,
just me.
sprinkle.
I'm very unorthodox. People do what they want to do. What works
And
for
they-
you works for you.
That's true.
And
That's what
people
works for
will
you.
do what works for them.
And they will.
I've
Then
even
it ain't
talked
gonna
to-
work for Peaches.
Well, I didn't talk to men and I've asked them this very question. They told me I ain't got no problem with that. I think it's best.
You know
I don't
why?
think it would work for you either, Peaches.
why you say that?
I just don't.
Why not?
Just because how you say you want that ego.
I do.
And I would see you wanting more traditional versus the non-traditional that you're speaking of.
No. Traditional gets you divorced quick.
But shit, the non-traditional can get you,
You
divorced
can't
quick
base
too.
your relationship off of everybody else's
I don't base
relationship.
my relationship off everybody else.
But
That's
you
why I
just
said
you
non-traditional.
just generalized it.
I did.
You said,
And I did.
and I
But
don't think
divorce-
Renee's not divorced. She's
Divorce
been married.
is
twice.
not.
It doesn't matter.
So what happened to the first time?
It was too early. For one, I got married at 17. I got married too young. I didn't know what I wanted. He didn't know what he wanted. Ha ha.
Whoop, ha ha. You heard her. Go ahead, Renee.
The second time,
Sprinkle.
I've been married over 20 years. Is it easy? Absolutely not. But he got my back and I got his.
And non-traditionally, if that Peter Wacker stop working, you can go out there and get who you want.
We have discussed what's going to work for us.
Non-traditional.
I'm not knocking your
But
non-tradition.
Traditional.
But she's
Yeah.
still living under the
And
same
I'm
roof
not
with her
knocking
man.
that. I'm just
she's
saying
still with
that's
her man.
very non-traditional.
I'm just saying that I don't
Still
believe
do
that it will
very
work for you. I'm not
married-
knocking
they still
it.
do married couple things.
And that's still non-traditional for a man to agree with something like that, because most men ain't gonna want
But
no
it ain't
other man
happened.
tapping that. But when
It ain't happened.
And who's
But
to say
when
it's gonna happen?
Right.
That's it, Mee Mee.
Who's to say it's
Boy, I
gonna
tell
happen?
Y'all hear these cheerleaders? Boy, they be trying to discredit me at all times.
We're not trying to discredit you, but we're trying to get you to think about what you're saying.
You was married.
I thought about
Would you live
That's
in
the reason
separate
why
houses?
I'm saying, no, she wouldn't.
So tell me why you wouldn't live in separate
Because
houses.
she want her man
No,
out with her.
I'm talking to Nita right now.
Well, for me, and I can only speak for me, Peaches. For me, I want my partner there with me because I want us to be able to cohabitate on a healthy level. I want him to. I want to be able to have a partner to talk to at night before I go to bed, laugh with, and just talk about daily things that have happened.
Yeah.
I want someone to, when I wake up in the morning, they're
Roll
right
over
there.
and get that good old thing and
That
suck
too.
it too.
That too. Also, all that rolls into it. It plays into it. So, I mean, I couldn't do the let's live apart because I'm a very loyal person. And when I lock in on you and I love you, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And no
And
ifs, ands, or buts.
It's not.
Divorce
It's
is not determined by whether your marriage or your relationship, whether your marriage is traditional or non-traditional. It's based on the actions of the two people, and that could go either way. So you can get a divorce if you're in a non-traditional marriage.
Okay, so enough of that, Peaches. Let's bring it back
Don't
to the
say enough of
topic
that,
at
Peaches.
hand.
She brought it up. Shit, I didn't bring that up.
but it's still living with
I want to
somebody.
go back to what Peaches was
No,
talking
but
about.
I'm just saying it's still living with somebody. When you talk
it
about
is,
what are the consequences of it, right? So there are consequences with everything that you
What about your in-laws
do.
living with you? Would you allow your in-laws to live
Me,
with you?
and here's the thing. Me personally, I would move my mother-in-law in a heartbeat with me, and my mom. I would have moved my mom in a heartbeat with me. My mom, she stays to herself, doesn't get into the your relationship. And I know this because she's been over at my house for weeks in, days in. And she just sits there and watch the TV and fold my clothes that I just throw on the couch.
She's contributing.
right. And so, she'll wash a few of my dishes. Charnita, you got these dishes in the sink. And my mother-in-law, she just, she's the same way. She just, they mind their business.
Yeah.
They
There might
mind
have
their
an in-law that
business.
don't like you, but your husband.
So
wants
if
them
they
to stay.
didn't
If
like-
they didn't like you,
Yeah,
but your
well,
husband-
you would know
I don't know
off
if I
the
could
bat,
do that.
off the rip. Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. But
But
my
she's
mother.
elderly, she's old, and she don't like you, and she's surly, and she mean to you. So would you be okay with her moving in?
Well, I don't think that
But my
would
husband's
work.
mother was deceased when we met.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just.
She
putting
just
out
said
a-
hypothetically.
like,
Hypothetically, no. I would have
You
to.
would-
Well,
it's
my
like-
mom stays with us, right?
Yeah,
Even though we're roommates, like I said. But my mom is not. My mom's like her mother-in-law.
Yeah, just,
My mom does not get involved.
Yeah.
She does not
yeah.
because she understands that she's there, but that situation is what it is.
What
Yeah.
about his parents are still living?
No, both his parents. are
Okay.
deceased.
But see, you don't want to invite a problem in, and it
Absolutely.
doesn't matter if
For
it's
sure,
his
Renee.
mother, father, whoever. You don't want to
That
invite
might
a problem
ruin your
in.
relationship.
That's what I'm saying. So
because-
you don't want to invite that in. So you say no. They
And
have
that's
to
a
go live
conversation
somewhere
you
else.
have with your spouse.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
may be upset about
And I'm
that.
sure their spouse, your spouse should know what their parent is.
I was
like.
about to say,
Absolutely.
they know what you'll be up against with their parents.
Yeah.
They
Let's
know
just say,
their
like,
parents.
let's just say with Aunt Michelle, and just say, she needed to come stay with you. And I'm just speaking hypothetical because I
Yeah,
know
of
she
course,
ain't like that.
of course.
But if she didn't like Chad,
Okay.
would you go against his will and him saying, I don't know about this, Nita, because
That's
your
her
mama's
husband.
just kind of like,
If for one, I just want to put that out there, he would never do that.
Right.
But I know
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I mean, because he's
yeah, no, I know he would never.
very family oriented.
Yeah.
So he would never do that. And what's crazy, my mom did rub him the wrong way one time, but he never held that against her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's so funny because he came in from work. I just want to tell a story real quick. He came in from work, real hard day at work. He was tired, sweaty. Oh, he was going through it. And he came in through the garage door. And she was like, I say, Chad, can you go get the groceries? She said, yeah, boy, go get them groceries. Baby, he looked him up. He had to catch himself.
He almost slipped. He almost
But she
slipped.
didn't mean it.
Like,
Right.
I know,
My
yeah.
mom can talk rough. Y'all know how
Yeah,
she
yeah,
is.
yeah.
So she can be a bit rough sometime around the edges. And so he had to catch himself. He came in the room. He talking about, Nita, go get your mama. He talking about, I had to catch myself. He talking about, so I just want to, that's just a real quick funny story. But yeah, I mean.
If he said no, what would you'd be torn, right?
Yeah.
You would be torn
Yeah.
if you wanted
Yeah.
a parent to come. Either way,
Yeah,
that person will be torn
Yeah.
if they wanted their parent to come in for whatever
My
those
daddy
reasons
coming.
were.
So your husband just out the door.
Baby, he in the outhouse anyway.
Well, I'm saying, what if he wasn't? What if y'all had the traditional thing? No, hypothetically, you just asked me. So hypothetically,
y'all live together.
Y'all have a happy union. You know, you may have a good day. Mwah, mwah, you know, see
y'all know how y'all prettiest are. Y'all just whatever roll off the tongue can't come out.
Then we would have to discuss certain things, and my dad is going to a really nice home, and we need to figure out how much it's going to cost.
Okay, so that's the alternate.
So that's the compromise.
That would be the compromise.
Okay,
I'm going to take care of my daddy.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
We're going to go look for a home for him to go stay in a residential thing.
And that's why I said.
And here's the thing. I know Aunt Carolyn out here, rest her soul.
Yeah.
But
even her crazy self.
That's what I'm saying. If it was your mom, would it be the same way?
It would be. We got to go talk about it, and we're going to go look at some homes, and we're going to put out. You don't want them here, that's fine, but you're going to contribute.
Yeah, you want to take care of them, but they don't necessarily have to live in your house.
Yeah, that's true.
But it would be cheaper.
It would be. It would be.
But
if it's going to cause chaos,
say, you know what? It's not worth what we would have to deal with. Let me just go ahead and pay this extra money.
Because when you get married, it says forsaking all others.
Yeah,
yes. Absolutely.
I.e. going back to people that will come and live with me. I pay for you a room. Can't come here.
And see, I just want to tell a really quick story. I know we're running out of time. I just want to tell a really quick story of a family member of mine that wanted to stay with me, and I had stayed with her in my younger years. I think I was maybe in my early 20s, mid-teen. I mean, early teens, early 20s. And but here's the thing. I stayed with her and I had my son, but I contributed, to the household in many ways. I was a live-in babysitter. I purchased groceries for the house. I contributed. Okay, so fast forward 15 years later, she didn't have any place to go, and I had one child. She had 4 kids. And so, and at the time I had 2 kids when she asked me, but when I stayed with her, I had my 1. But at the time she wanted to stay with me, I had my 2 kids and she had 4. Well, I was in a 2-bedroom apartment. Granted, she was in a 2-bedroom apartment when I stayed with her. Okay. She asked me, and I was going back and forth like, oh my God, I was torn because I did stay with her. But I knew what the outcome would be if she would have moved in that apartment with me and my 2 kids. I knew, and I wasn't going to psych myself out to believe anything less.
Right.
So when it came time for me to give her an answer, because I told her, give me a few days to think about it.
Yeah.
But I knew what my answer was going to be. So I really, I was contemplating, but I could say in the back of my mind, I knew what my answer was going to be. So when it came time for me to tell her the answer, I said, such and such, I'm so sorry. I was like, I really have to think about me and my 2 kids. I know you helped me out in the past, but it's not going to work. Yeah. I don't want to psych myself.
But did they hold that against you?
They did.
Oh, absolutely.
They did. I just didn't want to psych myself out to believe it would be anything more than what it was going to be. I knew it was going to be a catastrophe. Yeah. I knew it.
Yeah.
And going into it, I just didn't want to have to go through the whole point of moving in. Oh, you got to go moving out. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, she was bitter. She talked about me. I helped that hoe out and this and that. So it was a lot of, but I was prepared for that.
But people have to understand, when you do something for somebody, do it from your heart. Right. Don't expect the same thing from people that you would do.
But
you know what I'm saying?
You feel bad when they have helped you.
But you could have helped her in a different way.
But you helped her by letting her know.
You could have helped her in a different way.
I would love to do it right now. I'm not in a position.
Yeah.
But it also determines on how they are as they've matured.
Yeah.
Right? If they're trifling,
nothing.
It's just different things.
Yeah, it's different aspects to it.
There are different methods of help.
Let her know that no.
I hated to,
You didn't hate it. You needed to.
I did, but because she was like.
Because if you hated it, you'd have let her come.
No, but I was torn. I really was.
About what?
I knew in back of my
But
mind
you
what the answer was
knew,
gonna
just
be.
like you said, you knew the outcome.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we have to own our no and not feel guilty about
that
it.
part right there.
And you have to do what's best for you. Even if somebody has helped you in the past, you can't reciprocate and do the exact same thing. It's like, I can't come let you live here. However, let me see what I can do for you.
Pay for that hotel.
Exactly.
Do that.
I did something. I did an alternative.
Yeah.
And then she even said, hey, well, can we just stay a week? But I knew what that was.
A week would be 5 years, girl. No.
I knew that. I was like, I can't do that either. I
So like, because sometimes people just trying to
Do you
get in
feel
the door
guilty?
when they
Do you
say
still
that.
feel guilty?
Nope.
No, I don't.
That's
I don't.
good. That's
I
all.
don't.
That's all that
So-
You
matters.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just want to let her know I love you, girl. It's no hard feelings.
If you watching the
It's
show,
ju-
boo, she
it's-
love you, boo.
It just
And you
wasn't
can't
gonna
never
work.
come and live
It
with me.
wasn't gonna work.
It just wasn't gonna work, and I mean that with heart. You know, with hearts.
And on that note,
And on
boo,
that note, I think we have concluded our time, you
Yes.
guys.
This was good.
Yes, it really was. It was much
It was
needed.
good.
Much needed therapy. On that note, just want to remind you guys real quick to don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Go on over to the Divas Dose podcast page on YouTube. Channel. I'm sorry, Divas Dose podcast channel on YouTube. Check us out. Like, comment, and share. Don't forget to check us out on the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and am I missing anything, ladies? Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Alrighty, and every Wednesday night at 8, like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And also, I want to give a major shout out to the LFTP network, our production team. They are like one of the hottest networks in the city. We're going to need y'all to go and check them out as well. LFTP Network on YouTube.
Yes.
Hey,
And
it's
if
all
you need
good.
studio time, or even if you want to do your show here, go on there, check them out,
Absolutely.
DM 'em, and all that good stuff. Great production crew and all that, so we appreciate them.
Yeah, we definitely from the bottom of our hearts, for
Yes.
real. All right, and on that note, we will see you guys
Next
Wednesday
Wednesday.
next time.
All right.
Peace.
Live from the Pentagon.